Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of personality types, specifically the enigmatic INFJ, often dubbed the advocate or counselor of the Myers-Briggs type indicator. Now, if you're an INFJ or no one, you might think you have them all figured out. But trust me, there are some surprising traits that might just blow your mind. So, let's jump right in. Trait number 1, the INFJ is a paradox. They are both introverted and deeply empathetic. You might think that introverts prefer solitude, but INFJs thrive on meaningful connections. They can spend hours in deep conversations, yet need time alone to recharge. Isn't that confusing? How can someone crave connection while also needing solitude? It's like they're living in two worlds at once. Trait number 2, INFJs are often seen as old souls. They have a unique ability to understand complex emotions and situations, often feeling like they've lived many lives. But here's a question for you: does this make them wise beyond their years, or does it sometimes lead to feeling out of place among their peers? It's a double-edged sword. Now, onto trait number 3, they are natural visionaries. INFJs have a knack for seeing the bigger picture and often feel a strong sense of purpose. But here's the kicker: how do they balance their lofty ideals with the harsh realities of life? It's a constant struggle, and many INFJs find themselves battling disillusionment. Can you relate? Trait number 4, INFJs are often perfectionist. They hold themselves to incredibly high standards, which can lead to stress and anxiety. But wait, is perfectionism a blessing or a curse? Some argue it drives success, while others say it stifles creativity. What do you think? Moving on to trait number 5, they are incredibly intuitive. INFJs can often read between the lines and sense what others are feeling, even without words. But here's a controversial thought: does this make them more susceptible to emotional burnout? After all, carrying the weight of others' emotions can be exhausting. Trait number 6, they are deeply committed to their values. INFJs will stand up for what they believe in, often becoming advocates for social causes. But this raises an interesting question: can their strong convictions sometimes lead to conflict with others? How do they navigate those tricky waters? Now, let's talk about trait number 7. INFJs often have a rich inner world. They can be dreamers and visionaries, but does this make it hard for them to connect with the practicalities of everyday life? It's a fascinating dichotomy. Trait number 8, they are often misunderstood. INFJs can come off as aloof or distant, but that's usually just their way of processing the world. But here's a thought: do they sometimes feel isolated because of this? How do they bridge that gap? Trait number 9, they have a strong desire for authenticity. INFJs crave genuine connections and often feel disillusioned by superficial interactions. But in a world dominated by social media, how do they maintain that authenticity? Is it even possible? Finally, trait number 10, INFJs are often seen as natural healers. They have an innate ability to help others, but at what cost? Can they truly heal others while grappling with their own emotional struggles? It's a heavy burden to bear. So there you have it, folks. 10 surprising traits of the INFJ personality type. Whether you're an INFJ or just curious about them, I hope this video sparks some interesting thoughts. What do you think? Do any of these traits resonate with you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Until next time, stay curious.